Well, it is a hot day here in Toronto, and I am inside a hot commodity, the Hyundai Santa Cruz. The internet is alight with this thing. People love talking about it, and I love driving it. And today I'm going to answer the age-old question that people love to ask on the keyboards, which is the Santa Cruz enough truck? Well, let's go for a drive and find out. I just love these little SUV truck mashups. The Hyundai Santa Cruz is of course not based on the Santa Fe, it is based on the Tucson, which is smaller than the Santa Fe. Of course, at the back is where all the interesting stuff is, and there you will find a 4-foot by 4-foot pickup bed. If you fold down the tailgate, that total length goes to 6-foot by 4-foot. The wheel wells intrude on the cargo space roughly about 7 inches at their widest, but they are pretty low compared to your typical doghouse wheel wells you'd find in a real pickup truck. The tailgate is damp and it has a retractable locking cover that I love. I just love the action on that. I just click the handle, give it a little push, it slides all the way to the back, and I can pull it forward using the strap. It works beautifully. I really do like it. But wait, there's even more bonus storage back there because there are 2 little saddlebag things that you could use to put carabiners or other kinds of flotsam that ends up in the back of a truck bed that you don't necessarily want exposed to the element. And there's smart storage that continues inside the interior. It's worth noting that unlike SUV pickup trucks like the Chevy Avalanche, there's no massive pass-through from the bed area to the passenger area. That remains completely solid. That is a structural part of the vehicle, so you can't, for example, pass lumber all the way through the vehicle as you could in a Chevy Avalanche. Under the rear seats, you will find more additional storage. Notably, about 1/3 of that is taken up by the factory jack, but you can put all kinds of stuff under the seats in these little cubbies so it doesn't fly around. And I also love the way the rear seats fold up. There's a little tab you pull, the seats come right up. It's very easy. They lock in place, and the action on it is really nice. The Hyundai Santa Cruz is available in 3 trim levels: Preferred, Preferred Trend, and Ultimate, which I am in. The pricing has been announced at $38,499 for the Preferred, $41,399 for the Preferred Trend, and $44,799 for the Ultimate, which is what we're driving today. The Hyundai Santa Cruz is rated at 12.1 liters per 100K city and 8.6 highway. But no matter which trim level you choose, you get the exact same drivetrain, and that's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine making 281 horsepower and all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic. There's plenty of power here for normal use. I can imagine it would be enough for towing that 5,000 pounds. Inside, apart from those fold-up rear seats, it's really just a Hyundai Tucson in here, which is really good. Except for, of course, I would not be an auto journalist if I didn't complain about the lack of a volume knob. It's like our biggest job, and there's no volume knob, so I have to complain about that. Otherwise, I love this interior. I would almost consider it a triumph. I love these long horizontal lines that lead across the cabin. I like the fun little details, like the little truck buttons sprinkled throughout the cabin. That kind of stuff shows me that the design team was having fun, thinking about the user, and putting their real effort into making this vehicle. It's not a compliance car that they had to build. But how does it drive? Now, I have driven, I think, all of the small pickup trucks except the Maverick, because I don't think that one's really out yet. And I have to say that in terms of ride quality and comfort, this blows them out of the water. It's not even close. There's all those other small pickup trucks and this. Because it's a Tucson, the ride is superb. It's smooth even for an SUV. It's amazing. This thing has 20-inch wheels and it rides like a luxury sedan. It is an absolutely perfect ride. It is so smooth. And so if you want truck utility but don't necessarily want to bounce your head off the ceiling every speed bump, it's worth looking into. Some ways in which it is not enough truck. Well, I suppose the bed length is a little limiting. It's only 4 feet long, and you can get a little Hyundai extension to use the end of the tailgate, which would extend the bed to 6 foot, which is a standard length. However, if you're trying to move 8-foot boards, they're going to be hanging out too far to really move them in the Santa Cruz, which I guess you could do in a truck with a conventional 6-foot bed. But the benefits of a smaller truck over a typical half-ton are so many, in my opinion. You would never, ever, ever get this kind of ride comfort in a half ton. I don't care which one it is. None of them ride this good. And there's something to be said of maneuverability. I can park this thing quite easily for a pickup truck. My visibility is great for a pickup truck, and my fuel economy is excellent. I've been getting about 10 liters per 100K without trying too bad, and I've been driving mostly in the city, and the fuel economy is really good for this kind of vehicle. So, is it enough truck for most people? Yes. Does that mean most people will buy it? Probably not, because like everyone else, I also buy with my heart and not my brain. We buy what we like, not necessarily what we need. That's how everyone ended up in 3-row SUVs. I can tell you that it is enough truck for me, and it just might be enough truck for you. For Driving.ca, I'm Clayton Seams, and for more pickup truck reviews and information, don't forget to follow us online on Instagram and Twitter.